would like to introduce Janet, who's going to tell you some fantastic friendship stories.
Thank you, Brad. Brad's my storytelling friend. Now I wonder if you can put your hands up in the air like this. And then down. Oh, it's wonderful. Yeah, the adults are doing it too. Wonderful. Welcome, welcome everyone. Now you're here, let's have some fun. First we'll clap our hands just so. Now watch what he do. And a really hard one. And another hard one. Now bend and tickle your toes on both feet. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Welcome, welcome everyone. Now you're here, let's have some fun. Now, do you like hugs? You know, we're allowed to hug ourselves, so give yourselves a big hug. And I want you to say these words after me, okay? Friends care.
Friends care.
Friends share.
Friends share.
We need friends.
We need friends.
And a big heart in the air. Everywhere. Beautiful. Give yourselves a big clap. Now, I'm going to sing a little rhyme, and I want you to answer my question with these words. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, here's my question. Are you listening? Are you listening?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Time for a story then. Now this story is called The Best Place in the World. And the person who wrote this story is Petra Horacek, and he also did all the drawings. So if you want to read this book, you can't take it all out at once, but I'm returning it to the library today, so you can get it out of the library. He's a wonderful author. Now, this is a hare, and this is a rabbit. Now, if you don't know the difference between a hare and a rabbit, I didn't. I had to look it up. A hare has longer ears, and it's longer in its body, and it hops higher. Can you hop like a hare? Just in your seats. Hop, hop.
Oh, yeah.
Hop.
Oh, yes. Hop,
Yeah,
hop.
that's it. And a rabbit, well, you can tell, a rabbit is a little paunchier with shorter ears. Well, Hare and his friends were sitting on a high hill, and they were looking down at a beautiful meadow. Oh, the meadow had green grass. It had flowers of all colors. Well, there were pink flowers and purple flowers. What other colors of flowers?
White.
White? Red? Yellow? Purple? And some green, yes. And what about a fruit you eat? What color is it that's round you have to peel it? Orange, yay, that's right. Well, Hare was looking down at the meadow, and he was thinking, this must be the best place in the world, or is it? So he decided to ask his friend, Rabbit. Rabbit, do you think this is the best place in the whole wide world? No, of course it is. It's where we run and play together. But you can run and play anywhere, can't you? But Rabbit had already run off and didn't even hear what Hare had to say. So Hare was still wondering, is this the best place in the whole wide world, our meadow? So he asked his friend Bear. And Bear said, definitely. But why? Well, because of the bees. Where there are bees, there's yummy honey. And most special of all, I love sharing honey with you. But you can find honey and bees anywhere in the world, can't you? Well, Hare wasn't too sure. He decided to ask another friend, and just then he heard 3 little birds singing up in a tall tree, and they sounded like this. And Hare looked up and said, do you think our meadow's the best place in the whole world? And the birds answered, yes. But why? Well, because of the tall trees. We love singing to you from way up high, said the birds. Now Hare said, but there are tall trees everywhere. Hare saw a duck. What kind of a sound does a duck make? Exactly. And Hare said to his friend Duck, do you think this is the best place in the whole wide world? And Duck answered, and you know, Hare understood duck language, so he knows that what you just said was yes, definitely. But why, Duck? Duck answered, and Hare said, oh, because you love swimming in the stream. That's what the duck had said. Hare still was confused. Is this really the best place in the whole wide world, our meadow? So Hare went to ask the wisest bird in the whole land. And that wise bird sounds like this, and you tell me what bird that is. Hoo, hoo. Hoo, hoo.
Owl. Owl.
And Owl said, you're right, Owl said that, but Owl could also speak in English. Maybe Owl was part parrot. And this is what Owl said. Well, of course it's the best place in the whole wide world. Or is it? That's up to you to figure out yourself, Hare. So Owl wasn't going to answer. Instead, Owl challenged Hare this way. Go and find the answer for yourself. Travel the world, visit all the places, and you decide which is the best place. Wow, Hare thought that was a wonderful idea. So next morning, Hare woke up, let's stretch. Hare stretched, stretched. He even stretched his ears. And then Hare took 3 giant jumps. So I want you to stay in your chair, those 3 giant jumps. So
What?
1, 2, 3. And Hare landed in an orchard, and Hare sniffed the air. It was a peach and pear orchard, and the air smelled so good. Can you sniff the air? Oh, it smelled so yummy. And Hare said, I bet the rabbits would love living here. Maybe this is the best place in the whole world. But I better keep traveling and visit all the other places. So Hare took 3 more giant jumps. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And he landed right in front of a gushing river and a beautiful waterfall. And Hare was hot. And he hadn't had a bath for a long time. So he jumped right into that gushing river and he swam over underneath the waterfall and he started washing under his arms. You can wash under your arms. He washed behind his ears. He washed his big toe. He washed his other big toe. And then he said, "Oh, I bet you duck would love swimming here. Maybe this is the best place in the whole world. But I better keep exploring." So he took how many more steps? 3 giant jumps. 1, 2, 3. This time he climbed way up to the top of a mountain. And he looked around the mountain and he thought, "Oh, the birds would love it here. It's so high up and the air is so clean. Oh, the birds would love singing from way up here. Maybe this is the best place in the whole world." And then Hare thought, "I have 2 more places to visit. I better take how many jumps?" 3. Okay, ready, set. 1, 2, 3. And Hare landed on a beach right beside the ocean. And it was getting towards the end of the day and the sun, make a big sun in the air. The sun looked like it was falling into the ocean. It was so beautiful. And the sun looked like a big pot of honey. And Hare said, "Oh, maybe this is the best place in the whole world. Bear would love it here. But I have 1 more place to explore. So get ready to jump. 3 giant jumps. 1, 2, 3. And Hare landed in the desert. It was nighttime. And Hare was tired. So Hare lay down and looked up at what twinkles in the sky at night. That's right. He looked way up. Look way up and pretend you're seeing stars. They were so beautiful. Hare decided he would sing his favorite song. And if you know this song, please sing it with Hare. It's called "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star." Okay? Does anybody know that song? Wonderful. So Hare is going to start us off. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Oh, you know what? I've been singing "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star," Hare said, "and I feel so alone." And he began to think about what Owl had told him to visit all of the places in the world, and every place he visited was absolutely beautiful. But now he knew. He absolutely knew where the best place was. And so he didn't wait till morning. He sat up. He didn't even stretch. He took how many jumps? 3. 1, 2, 3. And he ended up on the beach by the ocean. 3 more giant jumps. 1, 2, 3. And he ended up where?
On the mountain.
On the mountain. That's right. And 3 giant jumps. Where did he end up? The waterfall. That's it. 3 more giant jumps. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. And he ended up in the orchard. And you know what? One of the pears had fallen. And so he just took a short little break and He ate a pear. Let's eat pears. So juicy. He felt refreshed. And he took how many giant jumps? Let's take them. 1, 2, 3. And he ended up back in his meadow. Because what he had discovered is the best place in the whole world is where your friends